Hello. The World Fantasy Con is currently taking place in Brighton. I attended for one day on the Friday. The main purpose for me was to attend the mass signing. So I thought I would give you a brief update as to what happened. I haven't taken any videos at the event. I travelled down on the morning, parked outside Brighton near friends who ran me into Brighton and dropped me off at the hotel. I visited the dealer's room. Now, as mainly a collector of vintage paperbacks, if possible, there were only 2 dealers in the dealer's room with vintage paperbacks. I had a look at both, and to be honest, while there were 1 or 2 that slightly tempted, the prices didn't. So I didn't actually buy anything from the dealer's room. In the afternoon, rather than attending some of the talks, I had a wander round the lanes. I did buy 2 books while wandering round the lanes. Both were new books, and I will show them the next time I do a book haul. Going back to the event and having had something to eat, I attended the mass signing. I got most of the books that I wanted to get signed, but unfortunately one of the people I was hoping would sign had felt ill or unwell before the event and cried off about a week before. Unfortunately for me, for whatever reason, the organisers never took her name off of the mass autograph signing list. Now that's not her fault as far as I know. I'm assuming, as far as I know, she let them know that she would not be coming as she was a participant, and I hope that she is now recovering from whatever was ailing her and stopped her flying from America. So my best wishes to Terry Windling, and I hope she's recovering well. I took a massive number of books along. I had a suitcase and a carrier bag, and I will now pause the video so I can go and show you just how much I had to carry. I hope you can see, because I'm still in selfie mode. I can't change that without ending the recording. So that is 1 large wheeled suitcase and 1 carrier bag. Sorry about that. I'll now pause it again. Right, I hope you managed to see just how much I took. But apart from Terry, by and large, I felt it was a successful session for me. I did speak to a number of authors and get them to sign. I haven't yet unpacked and I haven't yet listed the signings that I got. If someone is interested, then I might do a video showing you the books that I got signed. I did see Joe Haldeman, he looked well. Also several other authors and editors. Now, as you probably realise, my interest is mainly in vintage rather than modern authors, and to me cons seem to have changed. There were lots of new authors there were lots of small publishers, so there were lots and lots of new books, but that has never been my main interest. Now I have attended I've attended 3 cons in total. The first one was the World Science Fiction Convention in 2014. where I helped someone sell, so I didn't actually get a membership of the convention. I was only allowed access to the dealer's room, and there were plenty of dealers, including several from America, with many vintage paperbacks. In 2019, I attended an Easter con at Heathrow. There weren't that many dealers, but a couple of collectors had got married and sold off a lot of their duplicates, so I did pick up quite a few there. But it has become more awkward, more difficult for dealers to attend these events. It's questionable whether it's worthwhile these days. So at this World Fantasy Con, as I said, there were only 2 dealers with vintage stock, and I didn't really find anything that appealed. It wasn't a total disaster, my trip down to the coast, because I stayed overnight with friends a few miles from Brighton, had a nice walk on the beach the following morning, even though it was like walking in a gale. And then on the way back, I did stop at a bookshop that I know, and I wasn't aware of this, but they'd bought a large collection, and I ended up buying, I think it was 18 books from there. Every other charity shop that I visited was fruitless, but overall that was a good trip. I'm happy with the books that I got signed, and that is my brief update from the World Fantasy Con. Thank you. I'll sign off now.